Yes, we are live. The April sell-off continues. US equities finished solidly lower, continuing a recent slide after yesterday's one-day reprieve that saw stocks make a big reversal and finished in the green. Earnings were in focus as PepsiCo, General Electric, Dow member 3M all beat on both the top line and bottom lines, while investors awaited reports from several heavyweights after the closing bell. However, the markets continued to grapple with several headwinds, including expected Fed aggressiveness moving forward, the ongoing war in Ukraine, inflation pressures, and COVID-related lockdowns in China, and if it portends to an economic slowdown. The economic calendar was robust as consumer confidence dipped slightly this month. New home sales in the US, new home sales fell, but home prices rose over 20% year over year. Manufacturing activity increased slightly, and durable goods orders rose. Treasuries were higher to put pressure on yields, and the US added to a recent rally, while crude oil prices finished to the upside and gold saw a modest gain. Markets in Europe finished mostly lower amid the myriad headwinds, and stocks in Asia were mixed with the lockdowns in China sapping segment. So the Dow fell 809 points, which is a loss of 2% to 33,240. The S&P 500 index decreased 121 points, 2.8% to 4,175. This is, I believe, a new low for the NAS. So the S&P in no, not a new low, but it's retracing. Yes. So the Nasdaq declined 514 points to 12,491 in moderate volume. 4.6 billion shares of New York Stock Exchange listed stocks were traded, and 5 billion shares changed hands on the Nasdaq. WTI crude oil gained $3.16 to $101.7 per barrel. Elsewhere, the gold spot traded $6.5 higher to $1,902.5 per ounce, and the dollar index was up 0.6% at 102.35. So I asked in the title of this video which billionaire shorted the Tesla stock, and it seems it is Bill Gates. He's the one that shorted Tesla stock, and we're going to get into that right now. We're going to get into that. Let's pull up Twitter here on Charles Schwab, and we'll see what's going on there. And he also, Elon Musk went on to say that shutting Twitter is not good for the environment or something like that. Let's see whether Twitter is going to come up. For some reason it's not coming up. Let's change the Wi-Fi if you don't mind. Okay, want to pull up Twitter, TWTR. Let's see whether we're going to see it. We can see it here. Want to read the comments of okay, yes. Okay, there's more about all that's going on. Says there more Musk hands off ideal for Musk. Will Musk hands off ideal for Twitter have a broad appeal? Musk's deal with Twitter includes $1 billion termination fee for both parties. Musk must pay $1 billion if he terminates Twitter deal filing. That's what the filing is indicating, I think. We want to see, there's a comment he made about there's too much information here, so I think the best bet is on this static page, but unfortunately it's not doing well. The internet is so poor. Okay, I think it's coming up. Yes, much better now. Okay, we've seen all of those. We want to get to where he was meant, where he okay, it says, yeah, that's it here. It says Musk says you can't save planet and short Tesla. ESG investors disagree. Musk backs a view that Tesla short bets are anti-climate. Investors say it is more complicated than that and less concerned. Okay, moving down here, says Elon Musk may not like it, but environmental credentials still come second to profit and loss for the world's sustainability minded investors, even if that means short selling shares to bet on a price drop. So Elon Musk tweeted over the weekend in support of Twitter users who said an alleged bet against the electric car company's shares by fellow billionaire Bill Gates was incompatible with saving the planet. The argument is that Tesla's electric vehicles are helping the world wean itself off fossil fuels, which contribute to climate change. Musk, Tesla, and Gates did not immediately respond to a request for comment. On Monday, that was the 25th of April, yesterday, Musk sealed the deal to buy Twitter for $44 billion. Tesla was for years a big target for short sellers who placed bets against Musk's ability to ramp up electric car production. Those bets soured in the last 3 years as Tesla stock rallied more than 1,200%. Its market capitalization now exceeds $900 billion, and demand to short its stock is currently very low, with just 1.1% of its free floating shares out on loan. Data from FIS as tech analysis shows. Okay, while Musk's antipathy towards short sellers is long-standing, his argument that investors who care about environmental, social, and corporate governance should not short the company like Tesla is novel and out of kilter with how many investors approach short selling. Data from the Global Sustainable Investment Alliance show most ESG minded asset managers invest based on return and risk calculations, and not necessarily worried about bets against the company, viewed as helping tackle climate change if they deem its valuation to be unjustifiably high. Even though many of their strategies incorporate ESG, that's not the only thing they are looking at when they evaluate a company. So they may be looking at its valuation, or its quality, or its momentum, or its growth characteristics, according to Rob Fordark, Chief Investment Officer for ESG at Asset Management Man Group. Just because the company's product may have some beneficial characteristics, it doesn't mean it's necessarily a good investment, Fordark added. Conversely, companies with poor ESG ratings do not appear to be targeted by short sellers more. A Reuters analysis of 228 separate short positions in British companies showed 113 positions were against those with a definitive ESG rating of B or above, and 105 against the company with a C or below, where A plus is the highest score and D minus the lowest. To be sure, short sellers can help rein in market exuberance, given that flows into ESG funds. Yeah, hello Paul. Yes. Okay, scalping Apple stocks. So that's nice. Did you see Nutx? To be sure, short sellers can help rein in market exuberance, given that flows into ESG funds have soared over the last couple of years. When too much short selling happens, however, then bargains emerge, said Louise Dudley, a portfolio manager at Global Equities at Federated Hermes. Short positions can lead to short squeezes, which can be potential buying opportunities, says Dudley. Okay, so amongst other things, yes, so it's quite an eventful day on Twitter, I think, amongst other things. Okay, so we also have Tesla as well, and it says here, why is Tesla stock plunging today? Let's see what's going on. So we have, before we get to Tesla, I think we are on Twitter here. Yeah, Twitter is cent and down 1.5% in this post-market session. Definitely one of the most active stocks. 114 million shares so far have crossed the tape and still counting. So that's Tesla. Of 0.18% to close at $876.42. It's also down a further 0.73% in this post-market session, and this guy's at investor players are asking, why is Tesla stock plunging today? Okay, they're saying that stock is being pushed down by uncertainty regarding its future. Elon Musk had cause to celebrate yesterday after reaching an agreement to acquire Twitter after a lengthy saga of negotiations and vague tweets hinting at tender offer plans. The Tesla CEO has purchased the company for $4 billion. Musk promised that the acquisition will be good for Twitter shareholders, but what about his other companies? Tesla stock has been falling all day as investors wonder what the company's future will be. Okay, let's see why it matters. For all positive catalysts, Tesla stock has garnered some bearish energy. Cathy Wood recently sold some of her Tesla holdings. Fiddle fame investor Michael Burry has predicted that the company will ultimately be overwhelmed by increasing competition. A recently revealed short position from Bill Gates, which we talked about, has also cast a negative light on Tesla stock. However, investor place Louis. Okay, we're not going to read all that, So, yes, I think they are concerned that Elon Musk's hands might be too tied up. Okay, you loaded up on RDBX. Okay, let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Nutx. Okay, gained 73.76. As a matter of fact, it gained up to 150% or thereabouts. So it was halted a couple of times. We had a target of we had a fresh target of $7.67. It was reached. We had another target of sorry, we had another ambitious target of 13.74 or thereabout, but it reached it managed to only reach 13.47. And it's not a meme stock, but it seems it's gradually going to become one. It seems it's going to become one, and I don't think it's optionable. I don't think so. It's not optionable, and there wasn't any news. People are saying it's likely that may have been the case, and it's a SPAC stock. It's the merger just closed a few weeks ago. It started trading with this ticker Nutx just a few weeks ago. There wasn't really any news as such, so it spiked all the way to $13 and some fraction. It didn't move in the pre-market session. It didn't move there. Definitely one of the most active stocks as well. Let's see whether there's any news. Just mostly halts. Okay, so one advanced 140%. Okay, they're saying it's okay. These guys have already blessed it. They called it. They've already tagged it a meme stock. Healthcare services company Nutx Health shares up 203.2% at $13.4. Nutx is the second most trending stock on the retail investor focused forum Stock Tweets, with message volumes of 160%. The stock has been halted for volatility 4 times by Nasdaq today, the 26th of April. Nutx is among the top 30 orders by individual investors according to Fidelity Research. 47.15 million shares at the time they wrote this. 47.15 million shares of Nutx traded so far, and then more than 100 times its 25-day daily moving average. Stock has risen 30.78% since it started trading on the April 4th. Okay. Still on Nutx. The next one is ATER. Ethereum, it's gained 3.91%, down 3.2% in this post-market session. There isn't any news. Volume was 54.283 million shares. Okay, next one is CYN. CYN Inc. It gained 52.07%, down 8.15% in this post-market session. Do we have any news concerning CYN? No news. Optionable, let's find out. Not optionable. 45.903 million shares have crossed the tape so far. Moving sideways all through this post-market session, but momentum is holding up quite strong at the moment. Okay, the next one is FRGE.